Thank you, everyone, and wow, to take the stage after those remarkable Trailblazers that you just got to see on your screens. One thing I tried to learn from one of those Trailblazers, we learned so much from those that come before us, is to try to take my time walking to the stage, because like Jen, my seat also was close. I tried to slow down. Jen, I tried to learn from you, but in all seriousness, welcome everyone to this beautiful event. Thank you to everybody in this room for just allowing us to be able to come together. It's so refreshing to have an evening to get together with like-minded individuals, with others that look like you, don't look like you, but most importantly might be thinking like you. How can we make change happen? I'm Renee Washington, and I'm one that often is in a room where there aren't others that look like me. As a sports reporter, I work with ESPN, I work with PHOI Sports here in the city, hosting shows for the Phillies and the Union. I also work with the NWSL as an analyst with their local broadcast out of New York with MSG Networks and their global feeds as well for the league. And as a former soccer player myself, I was a three-time All-American at LaSalle University right in the city. Hall of Famer, and was fortunate to play some professionally before shifting into being able to work as a sports reporter. And one of the biggest things that I love to do, exactly as everybody's touched on, is to continue the conversations. How can we continue to make change happen? And one of the things that I'm most proud to be a part of is helping to be one of the board members, along with Carly, along with our friend Jamie here, our colleague, to help bring professional women's soccer to this incredible city of Philadelphia.
Good evening, I'm Carly Najera. I'm an artist and educator and member of the leadership group for Philadelphia Women's Pro Soccer. I'm also a board member of Kensington Soccer Club. But most importantly, I'm the head coach of the 2010 KSC Phoenix that are seated over there.
Now, today we have the pleasure of presenting the Lucretia Mott Award, a women's rights activist back in the 1800s that did, as you saw on the screen, was one of many that took on the ownership of helping to make change happen. The award was established back in 1978 to be able to honor the great 19th century pioneers of women's rights. The Lucretia Mott Award is given out annually at Women's Way to be able to celebrate those that have come before us and helped to make change happen. It's presented to an outstanding American woman, women or organization that are out making a difference and whose work is reflecting a commitment to the values of equity, justice, and peace for everyone. Past honorees have included Coretta Scott King, Marian Anderson, Gloria Steinem, and many other incredible women. And tonight we get a chance to present the award to two other incredible women making a difference.
We are honoring equity champions Tobin Heath and Christen. They are two-time World Cup winners, pay equity trailblazers, and co-founders of INCE, a brand that offers eco-conscious fashion, creative goods and products that are designed for all gender identities and body types. INCE is a brand that exists to reimagine the way women are seen and experienced in sports. They are the type of women that I hope my girls grow to be. Christen is one of the top 10 goal scorers ever on the United States women's national team. She also holds the scoring record at Stanford. Christen is a former US Olympian and currently plays for Angel City FC. She led the U.S. Women's Historic Achievement of Equal Pay and served as leader of the U.S. Women's Players Association for 2 years. She is a 2-year board member of Grassroots Soccer, a nonprofit organization that uses the power of soccer to provide mentors, information, and health services to at-risk youth in Africa.
Tobin Heath is a 2-time World Cup champion for the U.S. women's national team, a 4-time Olympian with 2 gold medals and a bronze medal. Throughout her club career, Tobin Heath has played for PSG, the Portland Thorns, Manchester United, and Arsenal. Known for her brilliance and technical ability on the field, she's also making a major impact off the pitch as well. As an equal pay trailblazer, the Jersey native is the co-founder and co-CEO of INCE. Tobin brings her vision, her leadership, her creativity as a co-CEO, being able to lead as they're bringing values that exist to reimagine the way women are seen and the way that women are experienced in sports. This past summer, I should say, Re-Inc also launched a media division focused specifically on being able to have their critically acclaimed show, the Recap Show, around the World Cup. The Recap Show, the World Cup edition, was of course hosted by Tobin.
Join us in congratulating our 2024 Lucretia Mott honorees, Tobin Heath and Christen.
Thank you so much, Carly and Renee, and thank you to the Lucretia Mott Awards for honoring us tonight. We wish that we could be there with you all at this amazing evening, but we are there in spirit, and we're happy that we have this opportunity to share a little bit about our life's work and how we got to where we are today. Tobin and I have played on the U.S. Women's National Team for over a decade, and as a part of being a women's athlete in modern society, it is our duty, it is our privilege, and it really feels like it was our life's journey to fight for equality for women across industries, obviously within sport, obviously within soccer, but we really look at the work that we do on the field as an opportunity to grow women's rights and the opportunity for all humans off the field. And so a lot of, while we're here tonight and why we do the things that we do is because we have a deep passion for progress and for equity. In sport, we're always looking to get one day better, and we've applied this principle to our fight for social equity and human rights for all people. Tobin, do you want to share a little bit about your journey?
Yeah, we've been so fortunate to be able to have been part of the U.S. Women's National Team, which is a global symbol for reimagination towards pay equity, towards global equality. And we've used this beautiful vehicle of sport, which just came natural to us, but we didn't know how far it would go beyond winning Olympics, beyond winning World Cups, which was our fight for pay equity. And it really culminated in the 2019 World Cup final when the whole entire stadium was chanting equal pay. I still take myself back there whenever I need motivation for the work that we have in front of us. But right now, I hope that we all can feel in our bodies right now the work that has already been done, because I think tonight also should be a moment to celebrate the work that past generations have put in to allow us to even stand here, to accept this award, to celebrate. We know that there's a gigantic fight ahead. We're prepared for it. We're going to give it our all in every endeavor that we're doing. But I really want to thank the generations that came before, because I remember when I first put on the U.S. Women's National Team jersey, I remember those first meetings about this isn't fair, we're going to strike. And that was when I was a teenager. But it took however many years, I'm not going to date myself, to get to the point where we actually filed our lawsuit against our employer. And that was a massive moment, but it took so many things behind the scenes to get to that moment, so much bravery, so much courage, and I'm thankful for the past generation to lead us to this moment that we could accept this award, but we're accepting it on behalf of so many others, and we are going to continue the fight, and thank you so much, because this recognition will only motivate us to continue to do more.
I love what you said. For people that are not familiar with the U.S. Women's National Team pay equity fight, what happened was, as a part of the team in 2015, actually, teams across the globe came together to fight against FIFA because we were playing our World Cup, our most important tournament, on artificial turf. And I think that moment we realized the power in coming together and being a collective. And so we went on to start to get educated, to re-up our Players Association, to learn and to develop the tools, knowledge, and information that we needed. And it all led us to this grand realization that while we had grown so much by winning the World Cups, while our market values had just grown so much from the outside world, from endorsements, it really hadn't grown within the sport, and we weren't being paid what was fair to us by our employers. So we filed a lawsuit against the Equal Pay Act, And we bargained another collective agreement during that period. Tobin and I were part of 3 collective bargaining agreements during our tenure on the U.S. Women's National Team. And in the middle of them was a lawsuit between the players and U.S. Soccer. And honestly, Tobin, as you always say, it's a very awkward thing to sue your employer and also put on your uniform and interface with all these people day to day. But the hardest thing that I remember is being told again and again by people that I admired, that people that were more business savvy than me, that people that were dressed nicer and had more experience, they were telling us again and again, the market realities are such that you're not worth it. You are not worth it. That is not what you should be paid. And we as a group had to create a voice in our own head that was louder than that voice that said, yes, we are. Yes, we are worth it. We had to believe, and that's something that's impossible to do on your own, but I think as a group, we were able to come together and create this voice of confidence and belief. And as Tobin alluded, when I first got on the U.S. Women's National Team, I didn't even know you got paid to play, because it is such an honor to put on the crest and to represent your country. And it was a dream that I dreamed since I was a little girl. Right away, I learned that the part of this job that was incredibly important was beyond soccer, because playing for the U.S. Women's National Team, you are a symbol. You are a symbol for women's empowerment and women's place in sport and women's place in the workplace. And so what happened was, as a young player on the team, you watch the veteran players carry a torch. And you carry that torch as high and as far and through hell as you possibly can on behalf of women and girls everywhere. And then you pass the torch on to the next generation of player. But what Tobin and I have decided to do with our life is, instead of just passing that torch to the next generation of player, which of course we do, we mentor and we care for the game as it grows, we started our business, Re-Inc., to reimagine the status quo, to reimagine the way women are seen and experienced in sport, and to start little fires everywhere. So it's not a linear torch, but it becomes a wildfire, because we believe that with the tools and the knowledge and the information and the collectivity that we have, we can create meaningful change. And when women are respected, when people of color are given opportunity, everybody wins. We're trying to reimagine the world for all people, and we hope you will join us. Thank you again for this incredible award, and we hope you have an amazing evening.
Thank you. Let's reimagine together.
Congratulations again to Tobin and Christen, and congratulations to everybody out here that's continuing to carry the torch and to set those fires all around the world to make a difference. Enjoy the rest of your evening.